So I've been thinking about this for the past few days, and I just want to say thank you guys so much for all the success. And I want to tell you guys a serious story about what happened to my friend. Also, everybody, if I do sound a little bit groggy, that's because I just got over a very nasty cold and a fever. So I just also had a soup and a Sprite. And yeah, so here's the story. I was a junior in high school and I was just enrolled into the Northland Career Center. It's a career center where you go to school for IT professionals for my field, but it's mainly to get a head start with careers and fields, if you know what I mean. And I had a buddy, his name was Taylor. He was the type of dude that kind of lead me into a direction on how to get to the bus and everything. And I never met this dude before, and I could tell like he had a few like disabilities, but that didn't stop me from being his friend. And he was actually a very honest and stand-up guy. He had autism, and I'll be honest, dude. When I first met him, I never knew that he even had it. To be honest, like I could definitely tell he was very, just seemed like a regular, ordinary person. And people with autism, man, they're not always bad people, and they always have different abilities compared to people with non-autism. So it was kind of different and refreshing to see. Now, I could easily tell that he did not have very many friends, but that was okay because we exchanged contacts, and we actually ended up starting to hang out a little bit shortly after that. Give it like a couple months, and we started getting together and hanging out more often. We were also hanging out at the career center together despite us having different career fields and classes. Me and him very shared a good hobby with gaming. We both loved to play video games, and oh my god, dude, I remember when he had the PS4 when it first came out, and for me to come over to his house to see his PS4 and show me all the cool games he has, it was fucking awesome. His favorite games were Far Cry 4, Call of Duty, and of course like any survival horror games like Dying Light 2, and 7 Days to Die, etc. A lot of survival mode games he was a really big fan of. I wasn't the biggest fan of survival mode games, but it was a great experience to play with a buddy to kind of learn how to play the game while he was showing me how to do stuff, and it was pretty cool. And I gotta say, man, his parents were super fucking cool. Like, you can tell this guy was very well off, but he was in a very fortunate situation. His dad was such a fucking down-to-earth guy. I still miss him sometimes, man, because he was super chill to just talk to, and we would talk about football. We'd just hang out, just talk about stuff. It was really cool. I'll also never forget the amazing festivals and events that him and his family invited me to, because it was such a blast, man. I remember when he went to Bass Pro Shops. We even he did his high school graduation party at, like, some big ass pond like rental lighthouse they did. I don't know if it was like a lighthouse, but it was like a nice rental. It might be a boathouse. I don't know how to describe it, but yeah, it was really cool and it was fucking awesome, man. I had the best time. Like, that was one of the best graduation parties I've ever been to be honest. And I gotta say, man, their family knew how to fucking cook food. It was so awesome. I remember their home cooked meals like it was heaven, man. I remember eating their nice chicken like broth and eating their amazing fucking green beans casserole. Like, holy fuck, it was like down to die for. It was like Thanksgiving, but almost every day at this household. In other words, the shit was fucking good. But one of his biggest flaws was definitely being extremely clingy, because I could tell this dude was really lonely. So if I didn't pick up on one thing, he'd call me on multiple other things. And to me, like, it was a problem, because there's times I wanted to do other things with other friends in my life, and I didn't have a problem hanging out with them because we hung out almost all the time. It was like 4 or 5 days a week. It was pretty often, but it was just getting to the point where I wanted to take a break from him a little bit and just hang out with other people and just do things for myself and just enjoy time for myself, because at the time I was a lot more introverted and I wasn't really willing to go out as much as I am now. Eventually, though, it did get a million times better once he got a job, because he was unemployed for a while, and once he got a job and everything, man, when he got older, it got a lot better. Like, the work-life balance was a million times easier, and it made a hell of a difference. I remember I saw him at the grocery store. I was working there at the time. I was a cashier, and he came into my line. And I saw him. I was like, "Hey, buddy, how you doing?" And he was like, I don't know, I was giving him some small talk a little bit because I had some people in my line. But I was just talking to him for a little bit. He goes, "Hey, man, you should give me a call. We should hang out sometime." And I was like, "Okay, yeah, we'll definitely do that." And a couple of days rolled by, and I was like, "Okay, maybe I should give this dude a call." So when I first called him, like, no big deal, right? It went straight to voicemail. I thought it was a little weird at first because it usually doesn't go to voicemail. But I was just like, oh, okay, he must be really busy, or he must be at work because he did get that job. Well, here's where things kind of take a dark turn. I remember a long time ago, I would tell him that I wanted to be a gaming YouTuber and have some type of a following. Like, I didn't know exactly what type of following I'd have or what type of gaming content I'd do, but I wanted to be some type of YouTuber to have a decent following because it was my dream. And I remember telling him all about it, and he was extremely ecstatic. This was actually the original YouTube channel I wanted to do since I was a kid, right? And so I actually made a video with him that's still unprivated and everything that you guys can watch. It's not, like, I'll be honest, it's not very good. We were playing Madden, but it was just him and I just enjoying our times playing Madden. It was fun. Anyway, so a couple more days roll by, and I still haven't heard back from him. And I actually want to hang out with him and stuff because it's been a while. And I'm just like, man, what is going on? So one day, just randomly, unfortunately, I was on my Facebook. I was scrolling down the homepage, and I find this article. Right, it's about a guy. He said, "Man find dead on a bridge." And at first, I didn't think much of it because it appeared just like your ordinary Facebook article and everything. It was like, okay, I usually don't click on shit, but I was like, for some reason, I don't know why, what happened, but my soul told me to click on it. And when I did click on it, dude, like, my heart sank, like, really bad. Come to find out, the name of the dead body, said my buddy, Taylor, it matched the first and last name and everything. And it was extremely upsetting because I had dreams to tell him about my YouTube channel. And I wanted to tell him, like, show him sometime about, I have an audience now, right? And unfortunately, that he's no longer here. And I think I know what happened. No one really fully knows what happened, but some people think that he slipped and fell off the bridge. But I think what happened was he jumped off the bridge because when you go to the bridge on the highway, this bridge is so tall, like you can't just slip and fall. Like it's about as tall. It has like it's up to your shoulders, right? Like there's no way you could slip and fall on that. But then again, keep in mind he was pretty clumsy and everything. But I remember people telling me the last time they heard about him was he was said that he was. He said he was going to go to a fun event after work, and then that's where it just happened right then and there. And it's really sad. It's been 6 years, and I just want to let you know, buddy, that I still think about you from time to time, and I do miss you. It hurts sometimes to talk about this, but I really miss like our times together. And even though you meant very well, I didn't want you dead, man. Sorry that I got a little emotional, but it still hurts, you know? Like, it's not fair, man. Like, life is just not fair. I want you guys to go in the comment section below and type in "Rest in Peace, Taylor," man, because this video is dedicated for you, because I still miss you, and I really wish that you didn't pass away. But let this go to show that you value the people that are in your life, man, and don't ever take them for granted, because you never know what could happen to them. I'm not really sure on how to end this, but thank you guys so much for listening, and I'll see you later.